Emotional transformation. This is chapter 10. Hello again. We begin now part 4. Part 4 is about step 3 in emotional transformation. Step 1 is extended observation of the current status, the current problem, the current issue, the current state of mind. Step 2, lowering the self-criticism, something we can do through kind of self-intervention, as I explained in the previous 3 chapters. And now, third step, self-love. Here, we actively create self-love. Yes, I'm saying this again. We create self-love. And this is such an important message, so I can repeat it 100 times if needed. We can and even should create love within us. And I'm saying even further than this. Once we fail to create love within us, we leave the space to more fear within us. It's the same as turning the light or leaving the space to remain dark. You need to invest some energy in order to turn on the light. You can turn on, with matches or with electricity or with fire. It always requires some energy, some initiation, some intervention. The same goes for love inside us. If we want to transform our problem into a free flow of energy from the problem into change, productivity, growth, healing, we're going to need the help and the presence of love around the problem. When you look carefully at every repetitive or chronic problem you have, you will see that a part of this problem is also lack of love regarding the issue of this problem. We usually do not like ourselves, do not love ourselves regarding this problem, regarding our behavior in this problem, regarding our results, success, failures, etc. We don't love ourselves when we are in a problem, especially when the problem is constant. So this is a huge part of the change. We actually create self-love to help ourselves change the balance. So, chapter 10. Self-love, the space in which the soul can make a big change or a big difference. As I said before, transformation is natural. It is natural. The way a flower blossoms, the same goes for our transformation ability. The energy that is stuck in a problem, if given the right conditions, the right atmosphere, will flow naturally and become a flower, a change, a new decision, a new choice, something that will become better in our lives thanks to our ability to move the energy from the place where it's stuck. And you know, in nature, nothing likes to stay stuck. Nature prefers flow. Nature doesn't like things to remain complex. Yeah, sometimes we don't follow nature. And this is exactly the places where we hurt, where we stay stuck with pain, with frustration, with depression, with anxieties, with stubborn problems, just because the emotional energy fails to flow. We would like to create for the emotional energy the right space. This is what love does. Love is like a womb, like uterus, a place that gives you the optimal conditions to grow, to develop, to transform from egg and sperm into a child. We need the idealistic space. Otherwise, this miracle will never take place. And this is a very guarded, loving, nurturing space. The body knows how to give the embryo all it needs to be safe, to grow in peace, to develop. So this is what we need here. Again, the same. We need to create our womb, our uterus. And we can do it only with self-love. And I'm reminding you what I told you a few minutes ago. That over there, in the place where the pain persists, where the obsession don't leave us, where the conflicts just remain conflicts, where we feel helpless in changing the disharmony that we face somewhere. In this place, there is also always lack of love. Always. The thing is that even if people are aware of this, which many people are not aware of this, but even if they do, even if you know, even if you agree that there is a deficiency of love in your problems, yet you may not realize or acknowledge that you can change it through practice. That you can influence the nature and the destiny of the problem through self-love practice. You can create love around the problem. Yes, you can. And here is what I'm asking you to do when you practice emotional transformation. So after you expressed in step 1 everything you can say about the problem, just said it with no judgment. And then you declared in step 2 that you don't have any criticism, any judgment, that you accept yourself as you are. Now we take the next step. We go higher than just accepting ourselves. We say out loud, we declare, I love you. I love you despite everything in this problem. I love you. I love the way you are coping with this problem. I love other things about you. I adore you. You are so precious. You are the best thing that could ever happen here. I love you. I love you even if you fail. I love you when you don't know what to do with the problem. I love you even if you are confused. I love you even if you are frustrated. I love you even if you feel hopeless and helpless regarding this problem. I love you. Do you know how much we need this? How much we need to hear these words again and again and again? And yes, at first, it may sound, not real, some kind of artificial, not from the heart. You won't feel the love at first. You will think it's just, it's just a game. You're just saying the words and they don't do anything. Yes, you're right. Because as long as you haven't practiced enough emotional transformation, you cannot even believe that love can exist over there, especially love from you to you. But if you practice again and again, I promise you, 10, 20 times again, emotional transformation, each day you do it once, one time. After 10, 15 days, Oh, this will be such a great feeling. You feel that your chest is expanding when you will say these words, I love you, with the problem. I love you. I'm hugging you right now. You are my best friend. I love you. I want you to practice it. Practice. You're gonna need sometimes just to practice and to trust me that it can work. Later, you will feel it yourself. Because once we repeat on expressing love towards ourselves, our natural ability to sense and to create love awakens, and then we feel it. And then it starts shrinking the problem, because the problem is made, among other things, by lack of self-love. So once you start generating and filling the space with love, things will start changing. And I will see you again in chapter 11 to discuss this issue even further, to improve your practice of self-love in emotional transformation.